bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What is the deal? It is your boy Marley Benson. This thing we do right here, this is Brothers in Bed. Special guest with me today, my boy, my partner, definitely a friend of the show, the channel, the statistician himself, Mr. LJ from Houston. What up, dog? What's good?
What's going on, Marley, man? Glad I can join you today. Had a little time off from work, so I was like, man, let's go and see if we can get some money today in these MLB and Game 3 of the NBA Finals. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir. Yes, sir.
appreciate you having me on.
As always, for sure. Like you said, you hit me up, said you had some time. Anytime, like I said before, anytime you got time, my brother, we got time for you over here on the show. Missed you during the semis for the most part because it was Boston. So, I just didn't even I didn't even hit you up. I just didn't even worry about it.
I'm glad Miami took care of business, though. I'm glad they took care of business.
Right. So as we are here, I think this is our first finals show together, actually.
Yeah.
Quick recap, real quick, before we jump into it, just based off what I've been doing, everything's been going on. 63, 45, and 3 over these NBA playoffs. It's 18 games above 500 with 3 pushes. Last show, which was game 1, we lost. Gave out +9. They didn't cover it, and we gave out the team total. Next game, I think it fell on a Saturday. I had track or whatever. I had something going 7-on-7 tournament anyway, but I tweeted out the play, and that was the Heat. Tweeted out 2 plays. It was Denver -4 first half. Then we backdoored and took the Heat +2.5 second half. Came out with the win. The -4.5 for the first half was the hoodoo play of the day, and that is sitting at 17-5-1. That is 12 games over 500 with the push, and that's where we stand today. Before we get into it, got a couple people in the chat. SBO, my guy's always here. Number 1, LJ SBO says he told me Heat in 6, and he's been telling me Heat since the Knicks series, excuse me.
Hey, man, he's confident.
Bucks series. Nate in this bitch, what up? Back with his patent second quarter bet. Now he's on the Nuggets second quarter. I actually like that play.
Yeah.
I like that play. Done play. What's the deal? Am I crazy? I'm on Denver first half -0.5 point today.
Crazy? He not crazy at all.
I don't think you're crazy, man. I think every game legitimately is a toss-up, in my opinion. But we're gonna dive into all that again. Cash last game again. Yeah, it did cash last game. You're right. You are right about that. All right, let's jump right into it. We got the NBA show, but also we're gonna do a couple baseball plays that we got. I will start the baseball show next week around this same time. But as the line stands currently, last I looked it up about 10 minutes ago, we are back at 3. It was 3.5 and went down to 2.5. Now we're back at 3. First game at the crib for the Heat. The total is at 213.5. LJ, you're the guest on the show, so you take it away first, my brother.
Yeah, man. Basically, this just comes down to 3-point shooting, bro. It's really been the consistent thing that Miami has been doing to be successful in these playoffs. So they're shooting 41% from the 3-point line right now in the first 2 games of the playoffs. Of the finals. But Denver is shooting 51% from the field. So that means that Miami is exchanging 3-point shots for Denver's 2-point shots. Now, Denver just so happily couldn't come down the stretch the last game, and they let Miami sneak back into that fourth quarter because I believe that I saw a stat that Miami's negative all first 3 quarters, but when it comes to the fourth quarter, plus 90.
Yep, exactly.
So that's insane to me. So that just lets me know that Denver, they try to come out strong, punch you in the mouth, but they don't have enough at the end of the game to sustain. And Miami is just, blocking, what I'm saying, jabbing a little bit, counter punching a little bit, staying in the game until when money counts in the fourth, they have that extra energy, they have that extra level to turn up, and get you a couple stops, make you a couple buckets. Like Duncan Robinson came in, made you some key buckets. Vincent, timely buckets. If they can do that, stay close, they can have a chance to win. So, for me though, this game, I took Denver. I took it at 2.5. It is 3 now. I would endorse the 3, to be honest with you, because I just feel that if you feel Denver, which I believe is going to win the series because they are the better team, you might as well take them in game 3 because history shows back since 2010, the winner of game 3 is 9-3 to that number winning the championship. But I took out the bubble year because I'm taking in consideration travel time, you know what I'm saying? In the bubble, they didn't travel in the bubble.
Right.
I took that out. I just took the last 12 NBA Finals series as game 3. And out of those 12, whoever won game 3 won the championship 9 times out of those 12 games. So
yeah, so whoever win games 3, 80% of the time go on to win the series.
okay, see, I didn't even know that. So yeah, there you go. So that just backs up what I
Backs
capped
up what
that.
you just said. Yeah.
Yeah, I capped it last night. I saw another trend too that if the line is 6 or less, the winner of game 3 end up winning the championship as well. So it just correlates to Denver winning tonight, man. If you taking them in the series. Now, if you taking Miami, go and jump on the dog. I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they do play good in the 4. Denver could digress in the 4, but I just feel like Jokic is the better player. And I feel that he will get the assist. That's one of my props when we get to that. But I just believe he's going to distribute tonight, get his teammates involved. Jamal Murray will make some key possessions down the stretch. And I do believe they will take game 3 tonight in Miami.
All right. I agree with you. If you, like you said, if you are betting for the Nuggets, if you think the Nuggets are going to win the series, I agree with everything you said. I mean, the stats, you have to agree with the stats. The numbers are the numbers. There is no disagree or don't agree. But as far as the betting perspective, yeah. I just think the Heat are going to win the series. So therefore, obviously, I'm on the Heat. Now, is Denver the better team? I don't know. I'm not sure. Before the series started, I probably would have said yeah, but I think I probably meant they're the more talented team. I don't know if they're the better. I don't know if that necessarily translates into better. Jo, the O used to be for Obama. You are live right now on the show on speakerphone. So,
All right, well, I was just seeing if you was at the crib. I'm finna swing by.
All right, do that. So, sorry, back to what I was saying. I think Denver is the more talented team, but I don't know if they're the better team. I'm on the Heat for a couple reasons. One, I think that you get your first game back in Miami. Miami haven't been to the finals since 2009, I believe. Well, I'm sorry. We know they went in the bubble, but there was no home crowd. So my point is that place is going to be rocking. It's going to be jumping. We all know we expect same old stat that we've been preaching all playoffs. If you've been listening, road players play better on the road than they do away. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't double check this stat, but I think every series Miami stole a home game. Well, I know they stole one of the first 2 games in each series. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they also won that first game back at home in each of those series. Boston, I know for sure Boston because they were 3-0 to Boston. And I want to say I'm for sure the Knicks, but I knew they won one of the 2 in the Knicks. And I know for sure in the Bucks series that they won the 3rd game.
Yeah, they won game 3 versus the Bucks.
Uh-huh.
They won game 3 versus the Knicks. Yep.
Right.
And they won game 3 at home versus the Celtics. You are
Right.
definitely correct, sir.
Okay. I thought so. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, here we are again. Game 3
Yeah. Here we
at
are.
the crib.
Yeah.
First game back of the finals. I think they get this game. Now, I do think Denver gets one of these games because I do think we probably are going to get a 7-game series. I just think the Heat are going to win it in 7 strictly because of I think we're going to get it to start. I think the games are going to start getting tighter. We got the two games out the way, right? And I think Jimmy Butler is the best closer right now in the playoffs. Left, and if that fourth quarter is tight and the game's coming down to a couple shots here or there, give me, or even a couple plays, give me Jimmy Butler. I'll take it. So, with that being said, right there, obviously I said I'm on the Heat. I'm on the Heat first quarter as well. I know we've said that they've lost all 3 quarters, with the exception of the fourth. They actually won the first quarter in last game, 26-23. But I just think it's going to be so much hoodoo floating around in that building earlier that the hoodoo play of the day gotta be Heat. It's just that even if it don't hit, it's just the definition of a hoodoo play if there ever was one. I also feel like this. Everybody's expecting Denver to bounce back. A lot of people feel like outside of the 3, the differential at 3 points, that it was just a lack of hustle, lack of energy, a lack of Denver bringing it, right? So we expect Denver to bring it this game. Well, I also expect the Heat to bring it this game simply because if they come out and lose game 3, everything they did in game 2 was for what? For what? For absolutely nothing. Because they find themselves in the same position. So I feel like game 3 is going to be, there's going to be emphasis not to come out lackadaisical or not to be on point, to match Denver's energy on top of the boost that the hoodoo is going to provide for them. I think we get a tight game still, but that's my explanation for my first quarter bet. That is the hoodoo play of the day. But I'm also on the full game. I haven't bet it yet, but I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch the game, and I'm going to find a point where I probably catch them down in either second half or third quarter. I'm going to jump on Miami because Denver will have a lead. They've had a lead in every game. Miami is always down 10.
And that's when they play the best.
That's when they play the best. And like LJ said, they're like plus 90 in the fourth quarter. So I'm not going to bet the full game money line right now. I'm going to wait. I've already bet the first quarter, and I'm going to wait and catch Miami down 8, 7. Catch them where I feel like, as long as the game is definitely not getting away. With it being in Miami, I don't think it's going to get away too much. And I don't think Miami's just going to run away on Denver where I won't get another chance to look at the line. That's not kind of how they play. And if that's the case, that means I hit my first quarter more than likely. So either way it go, I feel comfortable with that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off, and I know I'm going to get a better line on that money line if Denver takes. Even if I'll be happy if they take a 6-7. I don't have to get a 10-point lead. If I just get a 6 or 7-point lead, I'm going to jump on Miami in the second half. That will definitely be my plan. So yeah, I'm on the full game, but I'm not betting it before the game. I'm going to wait for it. But I'm definitely on the Heat first quarter money line. That is the hoodoo play of the day, and the hoodoo play of the day is 17-5-1. Before we're done with NBA, we're talking props.
Oh yeah, man. Got a lot of interesting props tonight. We're gonna start off with Jimmy Butler, man. They got it at 25.5 points. He's hit that in 4 straight home games in the playoffs. He's hit it 5 out of the 8 playoff games at home. So I endorse 25.5 points. He's averaging 25 in the playoffs. And he averages more points at home than he does on the road. He typically did that all season. I think he averaged around like 21, 22 on the road, but he'll come back home and get those 3 or 4 more extra points. So I endorse Jimmy Butler's 25.5 points. Sneaky one right here, man. Kyle Lowry. He's the sixth man off the bench, so he gets the most minutes, in my opinion. He has a little bit of turnover issues I've saw, but when he comes back home, man, he seems to play well, and he's averaging 17 PRA on the season, averaging 9.4 and 4. He's hit 2.5 rebounds and 3.5 assists, 6 out of the 8 home games in the playoffs. So they have his PRA at over 14.5. So I wouldn't be mad at that either. I'm just throwing that one out there. That's like a little honorable mention. I didn't take it, but just a sneaky one just to look at as far as that side. But my number one prop of the day today, ladies and gentlemen, is Jokic. Over 9.5 assists. He only had 4 last game. I do believe that they're going to make an emphasis of him distributing the ball because that's where Denver is successful, is when he's getting everybody involved. So his assists is at 9.5. He's hit that 5 out of the 7 road games in the playoffs. He's averaging 11 assists in the playoffs. So I do believe that's easy money right there. Jamal Murray, over 24.5 points. He's hit 25 plus 8 out of the last 10 games, 5 out of the 7 road playoff games. So I do believe he catches that 24.5 points. And I wouldn't be mad at Bruce Brown, man. 10.5 points over. He's hit that 5 out of the 7 road games in the playoffs. He's had 10 plus points, 8 out of the last 10 games. So Bruce Brown coming off the bench, another reason why I threw Kyle Lowry in there. Those two come off the bench, 6 men. They're going to get the extra minutes. They will be involved in the offense. So they get numbers, when they're on the floor. So those two 6 men right there, Jokic's over 9.5 assists, and Jimmy Butler's over 25.5 points on my props, sir.
I'm scared about that Jokic. Just because I think that's what Miami's game plan is to do. Like, let him score. Not let him score, but take away the assists. I think that's the recipe to beat Jokic. Like, let him get to 40. Well, not let him get, but, don't come to help. Don't let the others get involved. Don't let him get 12, 13 assists, 10 plus assists. Keep him
now
at
his
5.
points and assists is at 39.5, and he's hit that 11 out of the last 14 playoff games. And he's gone over 40 in both finals games, game 1.
I wonder if those threes, the 3 games he didn't make the assists, are the games they lost.
I don't know. Probably, but like I said, that's the way that they're going to be successful. And I'm picking him to win. So if they're going to win tonight, he has to get double digits.
Yeah, he has to get exactly.
So
if he doesn't,
I'm just correlating with my pick.
Because there's no other playmakers.
Yeah,
maybe Murray, Conda, Michael Porter Jr. is a career average 1 assist.
Yeah.
So,
but you see where Jokic catches the ball mid post, so he's surveying the whole paint. That's how they do that. So when Bam's defending him, he's pushing him outside of his comfort zone of catching the ball. You see what I'm saying? Making him uncomfortable. That's why they're in the passing lanes now, trying to stop him from distributing and make him make a decision. Either you're going to drive the ball, shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him that extra lane to pass on his initial look. Make him think about it. So Miami did a good job last game, but let's just see if Denver has something to counter now, because they're down now. Now it's time for them to counter. So let's see what they do now in this game to counter that, how they're playing Jokic on that perimeter.
They have to, you got to get Jokic.
And Bam has to stay out of foul trouble.
Bam just needs to stay aggressive too. He's making Jokic work on defense. Keep putting Jokic in pick and roll on the defensive end, dribble handoffs. Yeah, I like it. All right, man. Let's move to these quick baseball plays.
Let's do it.
Really, really quick. We actually both have a play on this one right here. This is the Cardinals. They're taking on the Rangers. I believe this is game 3 of the series.
Yep.
Game 3 of the series. Cardinals run line plus 1.5 is at minus 160. The money line is at plus 125. The Rangers run line minus 1.5 is at plus 140, and the money line is at minus 135. And we got a total of 9. So, I've been doing NBA, so I really haven't jumped all the way into baseball, right? But I have actually been, I've been keeping up with it. I've actually started betting it a lot more this past week because we haven't had games every other day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this series I've actually been on. I was on both games of these series. I took the Rangers money line. Both games I actually took them first 5 with Perez Monday or whatever day it was. And then Dunning, I took the first 5 with Dunning yesterday. I think I hate betting the sweep, so I didn't bet the money line, but I did take the first 5 again with Gray on the mound. And that's all I've done on this play. So I got Rangers on the first 5. I don't have a bunch of numbers. Like I said, I haven't really dove into it, but I know the Rangers pitching is like one of the best in baseball right now, in my opinion. Take it away.
Not necessarily their pitching, their bats. Their bats are just extremely hot, bro. So
Right.
I'm with you though. I've been riding the Rangers pretty much since what's this, June, May. So like in the middle of May, when I found out how they're hitting the ball, they're averaging 7.5 runs in the last 5 games, man. I mean, they're just smacking. So I'm definitely on you with you. First 5, Rangers. The record is 17-3-2 in their last 22 games in the first 5. 21-7-1 to the first 5 over at home. So if you continue just to keep betting that, you're going to be up because the Rangers are good, man. I mean, you might as well keep riding the train. They won 5 straight games. The Cardinals have lost 5 straight. So I don't see how they're just going to, do anything different tonight. John Gray's a good pitcher. He's 6-1 record with a 2.51 ERA. Like we just mentioned, the Cardinals offense has been struggling. And the Rangers, they probably won't even need a lot of runs to cover that run line. You see what I'm saying? You say you took the money line instead of the run line?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I ain't mad at you. I wouldn't be mad at the run line.
I took the run line. Minus
okay. You made it. Okay. Well, the first half. A full game, I wouldn't mind either, bro, because when they win at home, they usually win by 2 runs. So I wouldn't be mad at the run line, but like I said, I'm with you. Rangers first 5. I'm all on it. And
I just we got the don't bet the sweep rule.
Yeah, but when certain situations,
the only thing that scared me. I feel with the whole
certain situations you can. I think this one is because, like I said, the Cardinals are struggling, and the Rangers are good, and not to mention Simeon, bro.
And that's how I felt about the Marlins today too, though. Like I've been on the Marlins the last 2 games against the Royals.
Oh yeah, that's easy. And, that's easy money too.
I wanted to take them again,
but
I wanted to take them again.
Watch out for Simeon
today, but
bro.
I took them the last 2 games.
Mm-hmm. But make sure you watch Simeon for the Rangers, bro. This man is on a 24-game hitting streak. He's had 1 hit in 30 of his last 31 games, bro. Like he's just smacking the ball. So if you just want to make some money, parlay it with some Simeon for the Rangers, man. Just stay on him, bro. He's hot. But yeah, for my play, Rangers first 5. Definitely. I'm with you.
Rangers first 5. All right. Also, you got to play. I haven't even been keeping up with this. I don't have a play on this one. This is the Astros. They're in Toronto. The run line for the Astros plus 1.5 is at minus 145. The money line is at plus 133. The Blue Jays run line minus 1.5 is at plus 125, and the money line is at minus 143. The total of 9. I believe this series is split 1-1 right now. This is a tiebreaker, 3rd game of the set. I actually don't have anything on this one.
Well, no, I'm gonna jump on Astros, man. I was on them last game. I've been on them actually the last 2 games. I won the first game. I had them last game because I love taking the Astros as a dog, man. They're one of the best teams in Major Leagues, if not the best. So when you have a chance to take a good team as a dog, especially off a loss too, I'm always going to jump on that, bro. So I'm on Astros. Money line plus 133 because for the simple fact, like I just mentioned, they're off a loss. And Blanco, his last start, he gave up 2 earned runs in 5 innings. So he didn't do too bad considering coming up from AAA. So he's a decent pitcher. And Bassett, he's due for some regression. He pitches well at home for the most part, 2.1 ERA at home. But I just believe the Astros, their bats are going to wake up today. They scored 1 run yesterday. So I do believe that they will come back strong. And they're 16-8 following a loss this season. And like I mentioned, the stat that I always put out there is that you want to ride the Astros in the 3rd game of a series, especially on the road, because they're 13-2 in their last 15 3rd games of a road series. That's going all the way back to last year after the All-Star break. So they play well in this situation. They're out. They don't have Pena or Brakeman today, but I do believe they still have enough power to get this win today. And like I said, I wouldn't be mad at an under either. because they are 13-10-1 to the under after a loss, and Toronto is 14-8-1 to the under as a home favorite. So those two things correlate to an under. But for as me, I'm on the Astros. I'm on the money train today, plus 133.
Money line. Yeah, you don't really get Astros as an underdog.
For real.
Plus money too often.
They've been an underdog every game.
I haven't bet them. I especially stayed off this series. I've been like I said, I haven't jumped right into it yet because I've been just focused on the NBA. I kind of this is really like my first week really betting baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But I really just been on the Rangers and the Marlins, so I've been doing great. At least this last series.
Yeah, just keep doing that, bro.
So, but I didn't want to take them both today. They're both going for the sweep, and I hate betting the sweep. It's kind of hard. This is my other baseball play today. You got the Cubbies. They're going on the road to take on the Angels. I'll pull up my stats real quick. At least a little bit of stats. I do have. Where we at? Here we go. All right, Cubs and the Angels, and you know what? I didn't even do. It's been so long since I did baseball. I didn't even announce the pitchers for the.
It's all good. I said it.
Game. No, I'm saying for the last game.
Oh,
for any game they did. Normally I do that. Pitcher, ERA, and everything. Anyway, Cubbies and the Angels. The Angels at the crib. Cubs run line plus 1.5 is at minus 155. The money line is at a plus 130. Angels run line minus 1.5 is at plus 135, and the money line is at minus 140 on the mound. We got Talion, former Yankees pitcher, now with the Cubbies, 1-3 with a 6.81 ERA, and Barria is on the other side for the Angels, 2-1 with a 1.59 ERA. Obviously, I'm on the Angels here. Money line at minus 140. So I got this little thing, LJ. You remember maybe 2 years ago, we kind of started looking at Seattle late night at the crib, West Coast team, in particularly looking for East Coast teams going to the West Coast, being up all night. Same goddamn philosophy that I'm applying here. I actually applied that with the Padres 2 nights ago or so. I actually think they played the Cubs at the crib. I know it wasn't the Cubs because the Cubs played the Astros last series. Whoever the Padres before
no, they did.
They're playing.
The Cubs didn't play the Astros.
Okay, it was. I'm not exactly sure, but whoever the Cubs play, I mean not the Cubs, but the Padres played before. They're playing whoever they're playing. Theory, obviously, East Coast team, time zone difference, going out of the West Coast team, playing a 9 o'clock game. With Talion on the mound, who's just been terrible. I don't know what happened with him. He was actually pretty good with the Yankees. So I don't know what the hell is going on with him right now, but I don't know if he's injured or not. Like I said, I haven't dove deep into baseball yet. But ERA is 6.81. Definitely not looking too good. And Barria's last 2 starts, 5 innings, only 1 earned run in his last game. No runs given up in the game before that. So he's pitching pretty good. Obviously, has a 1.59 ERA. So I'm on the Angels. I like for the money line, little late night action after the NBA Finals. Angels. And then LJ, you got one more game, if I'm not mistaken, and a prop bet, or is the prop bet a game? I don't know. Got you on this right here, though, right? Dodgers in the Reds game. All right, we got the Dodgers. Their run line is minus 1.5, minus 110. The money line is at minus 150. The Reds plus 1.5 is the run line at minus 110, and the money line is at plus 140 with a total of 11.5. Syndergaard's on the mound tonight for the Dodgers. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. I'm not sure who's on the mound for the Reds. You're gonna have to enlighten me on that
one. Dang, what's his name?
All right, I got it. I got it right here. In 2 seconds. Williamson.
Yeah. It don't matter. It's gonna be runs.
Brandon. There we go. Brandon Williamson. is on the mound for the Reds. Syndergaard has not been pitching good though. 6.54
No, not at all.
ERA. 6.54 ERA. Williamson's ERA is at 4.29. Syndergaard's giving up 64 hits,
14 runs in his last 3 starts.
10 home runs.
So that correlates with my play, but I'm taking the over first 5 and full game. The Reds at home, they are 22-9-1 to the first 5 over at home. So when these teams come into Cincinnati, they smack the ball early. It don't even have to be the Reds scoring. It could be the other team. So that has been cashing pretty much all year.
There's scoring going on.
Yeah, just I'm telling you, it's over 6, and that's a high number for a first 5, but it cashed the last 2 games. So I don't see why it can't cash today, especially with these pitchers on the mound. Both of these pitchers are going to get touched for the most part. They are hittable. So I took full game, first 5 over 6. I took full game over 11, man. The Dodgers
11.5.
Hey, I endorse it. The Dodgers 14-6-1 to the over as a road favorite. And like I said, man, the Reds, they just give up runs. And I believe that it's going to continue tonight. I think the Dodgers have lost 3 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. So they're going to have to get off the schneid eventually. So
hold on, I can pull that. I got it up actually, right?
I think they've lost. Well, what's today? Wednesday. So no, I think they've lost. They lost against the Yankees on Sunday. I know. Yeah, because the Yankees beat them twice in LA, right?
Yep, they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, they're on a 3-game losing streak.
And they lost to the Reds last night, 9-8.
Yeah, so there you say. I think the Dodgers will come back and try to win this game, and I do believe that they're going to put up a lot of runs. So first 5 over 6, full game over 11.5 is my play for this game.
All right,
that's
are
pretty
all
much
the
it.
Baseball play. I was going to say the same thing. Those are all the baseball plays that I have. I only got 2 for you guys. I got the I got the Angels on the money line, and I got the Rangers first 5. Just for better sake, I parlayed the Rangers money line with the Marlins running line. Figure they're both like minus 170, but they're both going for the sweep, which I normally don't bet sweeps, but I figure, well, hey, both of these situations, these are 2 bad teams. Could happen. But, my plays for the games were first 5 Rangers, run line minus half a point, and the money line for the Angels versus the Cubbies. LJ is on the over for the Dodgers and Reds game, first 5 over and full game over. And he's also on the Astros money line at plus 133. NBA, my guy's on the Nuggets minus the 3. He got it at 2.5, but he still endorses the 3. As he says, yo, boy, we're going against that. We're on at least one of the plays anyway. First quarter, money line. That is the hoodoo play of the day. I think the hoodoo is definitely in the building. Very, very feel real good about that one. And I'm on the full game money line. However, we're not betting it quite right now. Gonna wait, let the heat get down, let that sucker get to about hopefully like plus 222, something like that, something crazy for us, and then we will get up out of here on that one. LJ, go ahead and tell the people where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Yeah, man, they can find me on Twitter at LJ Sports Media. They can find me on YouTube, LJ from Houston, Raw Words Podcast right now. Find me on Pulse Sports Radio. We do Sunday Night Live bets with Jimmy. I think I may be on with Jimmy this Friday. I'm not for sure, but most likely I'll be on Jimmy this Friday betting with the bag, talking Game 4 NBA Finals. And on Sundays here, man, during the day, breaking down the card, chopping up during the week, trying to get you some nice money for the weekend. So, man, just, You know, I'm everywhere, man, trying to get my name out there. Like I said, we work 9 to 5s, man, but we try to find some time for the people, you know, give them some money so we can continue to keep smacking these bookies. So, man, just continue to keep supporting, you know, subscribe and follow me, your boy.
And that's what it's all about. Beating Vegas and smacking up the bookies. You know what I'm saying? I am Marley Betts, and this is Brother Betts, and like yesterday, you smack them up. Like today, we still go smack them up. And like tomorrow, we're going to continue to smack them up. But y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay.